Henny ThaBizness is an amazing producer, and it's actually one of the major inspirations behind me starting this YouTube channel. And it's been a source of great knowledge and understanding towards helping me understand a lot more about the iOS ecosystem. Henny ThaBizness is an amazing iOS producer. Henny ThaBizness, oh my god, yo, I can't get this introduction right, seriously, wow. But what I want to say is that Henny ThaBizness has been a knowledge base that's helped me towards establishing my iOS production journey. Because of his wealth of knowledge and experience in sharing me his Bloxwave workflow, that was actually what got me to look into the Garageband iOS ecosystem. And it's still been a really useful tool. Weirdly enough though, I haven't actually opened up Bloxwave in a while. But that's not the video yet. He recently did this beat making session where he lays down a track from scratch. It's a silent beat making session and you get to see him just in his element, drawing from inspirations, from samples, from sound, and making a dynamic workflow to make a lot of creative sounds in ways you never really see. Drawing the lessons from that, I decided to steal one of Henny ThaBizness's iconic sound to make a beat. And that was the sound I used in the Drake video. If you haven't watched that video, you can check the link over here or there. I don't know where it's going to display. I'm still not used to this YouTube thing. So let's get to it. So the iconic synth that you hear a lot of times when you listen to a lot of Henny ThaBizness's production, it comes from the Minimoog Model D application. Around this time last year, I know Moog made the application free. I paid for it before the app was free, but I never really got around to using it. Now, this application is insane. I'd say it's a faithful replica of the Minimoog because it's made by the exact company who made that device. So there's a lot of great sound. There's a lot of great features in this application that I don't think I can really do a deep dive review on it, but that's not what this video is all about. The sound Henny uses comes from the lead preset. It's the 70s violin lead. What I did was I made use of that particular preset, but I wanted to add a bit of a Sion feel. Good artist copy, great artist steal. So I stole the preset from Henny ThaBizness's style. Again, it's available on the application. Definitely check it out and support Moog because they've made a lot of amazing applications. Seriously. I even got the chance to, almost visit a Moog store in Toronto. Sadly, it closed down. But Moog has been such a strong fundamental in the synthesizer game. I might do a video on Moog at a later date, but that's not the video today. So one thing about this lead sound is it's right up there. It's an upfront synth that it cuts through the mix cleanly. And it has this era of confidence that Henny ThaBizness exhibits. Honestly, I feel like that preset was made for him. But I love that sound, yet I wanted to customize it in a way that is unique to my production. So what I did was, I took that sound, I decided to soften it a little bit using the Blue Mango Attack Softener. This is one of the applications that I use on a regular basis, whether to soften up my pianos or even to soften up the vocals. What it pretty much does is it delays the attack, the right up front sound, and it delays it so it brings it like a lead-in feeling. Right after that, I added one of my favorite reverbs, which is the Black Hole reverb. You've probably seen me featuring this application on quite a few lists here. Adding this lead gave it this interesting upfront feel, and that was how I was able to make this lead sound. Now for the actual beat production, what I mainly did was I went back into old school hip hop kind of beats where I just made a simple drum progression that boom, 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 boom. Adding a layer of chords helped to bring the drums a bit more alive. And then the lead just cuts through the mix. Finally, I added a layer of strings to add a bit of dynamics into it, because I didn't want it to just be all about the lead. I wanted it to be some sort of, I wanted it to be something that evolves as we gradually listen and listen to it. So that was just all the work to the beat. Anyways, I'm going to leave the project free to download, both the instrumental and the final version. They are sort of the same yet different. But what I found interesting was that as soon as I added the vocals, it changed the meaning of the song from just being a positive upbeat beat to a downtrodden sober reflection from a dude who woke up at 5 a.m. in the morning and just realized that, listen, things weren't really meant to be. So that's what I'm getting into here. The meaning of songs can change from time to time. Inspiration can come from a lot of sources. And just because you have the exact same tool or the exact same sound, that should not be a reason why you can't channel your own creativity and completely change it in a way that no one would think of. So even though, yes, I did steal Henny ThaBizness preset, I'm definitely not Henny ThaBizness. And it's a testament to how good it is. Because the fact that it can make a lot of ideas that people like me can reflect on, and it inspires more ideas, that just shows you never know how your work is going to be used or who views your work. And you never really know what impact you leave in the world or what you do. But it should not be a reason why you should stop trying to create or stop trying to share ideas. Because everyone has their own unique voice. And by sharing that idea, you can make something new, or you can even inspire others to make something that they wouldn't have even thought of or made. So this one goes out to you, Henny ThaBizness. If you do watch this video, seriously, I'm such a big fan of you. And thanks again for all you do. Take it easy. I don't know if I say whoosh or and I'm out. Whoosh. Yeah, I had to do it. It was a Henny ThaBizness video. Take it easy, everyone. Whoosh.